The Energy and Mineral Resources Division of the government has described reports claiming that the United States has granted Bangladesh a new waiver for importing fuel from Russia as baseless and misleading. However, confusion has arisen as sources in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have mentioned a 60-day waiver, creating ambiguity over the matter. In a press release issued on Friday, April 17, the Energy and Mineral Resources Division stated that it had taken note of media reports published in national outlets regarding a new 60-day waiver from the United States. However, the division clarified that no authorized official from the department had provided any information or comments to the media on the matter. The statement further said that the division has not issued any information regarding a 60-day waiver from April 11 to June 9, nor any plan to import 1 million tons of diesel from Russia. It also clarified that there is no official or updated information in its possession regarding any such waiver, proposal, or related action from the United States. In this context, any information being circulated using the names of officials from the division has been described as unauthorized. At the same time, a warning was issued that misleading reports on such sensitive issues could have a negative impact on national energy policy and international relations. On the other hand, diplomatic sources have said that in the context of volatility in the global energy market, the United States has granted Bangladesh a limited time waiver allowing the import of refined fuel from Russia. Officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that this 60-day waiver came into effect on April 11th and will remain valid until June 9. Following this waiver, the Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation (BPC) is initially planning to import 100,000 tons of diesel. It has also been reported that there are plans to procure up to 1 million tons of fuel in the future, which may be carried out through a U.S.-based intermediary. At present, rising geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and increasing risks to shipping through the Strait of Hormuz have created pressure on fuel supply. Delays and cancellations of shipments from suppliers such as Saudi Aramco and ADNOC have further strained the situation, forcing the country's only refinery, Eastern Refinery Limited (ERL), to operate at partial capacity. However, the government has ruled out any concerns over a fuel shortage. Officials from the Energy Division said that increasing imports of refined fuel would be sufficient to keep the situation under control. They also noted that the country currently has reserves of diesel, petrol, and octane equivalent to about 2 months of demand. Meanwhile, large-scale import operations are also underway to strengthen fuel supply. On April 17th, a major shipment of 109,000 tons of diesel and 27,000 tons of octane arrived at Chattogram port. In addition, additional fuel supplies are continuing through the India-Bangladesh Friendship Pipeline. Overall, the differing accounts between the government statements and diplomatic sources regarding a U.S. waiver for fuel imports from Russia have created inconsistency, leading observers to suggest that the matter requires further clarification.